It's all you.
Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to our Thursday night opportunity call. Oh, now you can see a face with with our system. And my name is Glenn Manger, and I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule tonight. We're going to have a real great call for you tonight. I think everybody's going to get really excited. I know I'm excited. I mean, I talked to some old friends. I know the old friends are out there right now. So, guys, hello. Thank you for coming. I think we have the fastest growing right now work from home business. So if you're looking at this opportunity, this is something that you really want to get back to the person that brought you to this call and get started as soon as you can. I also want to say that what we're going to be doing is we're going to show you tonight how you can utilize our list building system, okay, along with what you're doing with your main program, and how the two work great together and marry well together. I want to get started right away with this. We want to try to keep this call at roughly about 20, 25, 30 minutes. Save your questions for the end of the call. I'm going to introduce Mike, my partner, Mike Flores. Mike, are you there?
I am here, Glenn. Yes, I am.
Okay, Mike, take over.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, like Glenn said, we want to definitely welcome you to this opportunity call. We did one last night, and I'm sure that some of you were here, and I want to apologize. I don't mind wasting my own time, but it really eats me up when I waste your time, so I really apologize for that. We had some sound issues, but they're all worked out, so we're ready to go. And I want to thank you all for coming. Those of you that are here again, I want to thank you twice for being here. I thanked you yesterday, and believe it or not, last night I gave an amazing presentation. Problem is that nobody could hear it, so I'm going to try to do it again, but this time I'm going to try to keep it really short and sweet. We want to hear from you. You guys are seeing this broadcast about 30 seconds after I speak, so it's not actually live, so unfortunately I can't take live questions, but right in front of you below that screen that you're looking at, you can see a spot. You can enter your question, and at the end of this short presentation, hopefully I'll be able to get to all of them. If not, you can get back with the person that referred you to this webinar. It's very important that you do that. And here's the reason. This company is growing faster than even our most optimistic expectations when we started it. We literally thought that we would have 30 or 40 people joining a month. We'd give them a great list building system. They would stick around, and little by little we would grow this company. But that went out the window after about 72 hours. Right now, as of about an hour ago, we have a new person starting in M&G Home Business about every 90 seconds. And it just seems to be going faster and faster, and we're doing our best to keep up. We're building infrastructure, we're bringing on personnel, and we will catch up and get this thing rolling like a well-oiled machine. But the reason it's growing so fast is because no matter who you talk to online, they're going to tell you that you're going to need a list. And I'm going to do a little screen sharing here with you, and I'm going to just kind of go through a page that I'm going to be uploading to our site for our members to use. But I'm going to share that screen with you now, and it'll help me stay focused because I get so excited I tend to jump around a little bit. So let me do that. Here it is. Just by the way, if I know we have members on with us as well, and you members are just doing so amazing. I can't thank you enough. But this is going to be another option for you to show to your prospects in the coming days. I was hoping to have it up and running already by now, but we've spent so much time just trying to make sure everybody that comes on gets their system quickly. We're running a little bit behind, but that, we're just asking everybody's patience as we add personnel to keep up with the demand. So this is going to be one of our home pages, and what I want to do here is tell you why this is such a great opportunity. First of all, not even on this page, if you're here now, it's because one of our existing members invited you to this webinar. We as a company have not even begun to advertise yet. And that's what's so amazing about this and why this is such a great opportunity for you to jump in like right now. Maybe 6 months from now, I won't be saying that right now is the perfect time, but literally right now is the perfect time, because the way we've developed this compensation plan, we originally developed it so that anybody could come in, be in profit right away, and basically have a free system. We have since we are going to be rolling out some changes real soon that are going to make it even more profitable for everybody. But for now, this really is the time to get in. You would not believe some of the names of people calling us and planning on bringing their teams in. You want to get in, get your position, get placed prior to this getting any bigger than it already is, because many of you have never had the opportunity to be in a company when it's first starting out, but I can tell you, getting into a company when it's first starting out is really a rare opportunity for anybody, and you have that opportunity now. So by the end of this webinar, I want you to get back in touch with the person that invited you and get now. I mean, you can always change your mind later, but if you decide to join later, you may have missed the boat. So with that said, why is this such a great opportunity, and why is it growing so fast? Because the product that we offer is filling a hole that nobody has been able to fill. We offer the only completely automated list building system, which means that no matter what you know about internet marketing, what you know about list building, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to grow your own opt-in list. And that, no matter what successful marketer you talk to, is the most important tool you will have, because you may go from company to company, you may sell one product one month and another product the next month. What it will always be consistent for you is your list. It will follow you where you go, and if it's properly built, no matter what you do, people will follow you. No matter what you sell, people will buy it. That is the importance of an opt-in list. And there is not a single marketer out there that does not need a list. In fact, if you open your email account right now, I'm sure you're going to see an offer in there. If you're like me, you get tons of them every day. Every time you see somebody offering you something free, they are doing that not because they're great people and they want you to have a free toy. It's because they want you on their opt-in list. Every time you go to a website, even the biggest ones, and you fill out a form, or you put a check in a box and click submit, it is because they are trying to get you on their opt-in list. I cannot stress the importance of having one. The problem is that it has been often too difficult to build one for most people. And the people that are making the most money online are the people with the biggest lists. The amount of money you can make online is almost exactly proportionate to the size of your list. So if you haven't started building a list and you're going to do it on your own, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to learn about hosting. You're going to have to learn about building landing pages and capture pages. You're going to have to learn about follow-up email systems, about propagation systems, about autoresponders. There's just a ton of stuff. Or you can join M&G Home Business and let us do it for you. Let our system do it for you. So multi-level marketers, if you're here because you already have a business and you have a downline and you're looking for a way to grow your downline, this is perfect, because not only the system that we have for you here doesn't advertise M&G Home Business automatically. It advertises and markets whatever offer you have. So when you come in and you fill out the system form and we set up your system for you, when we get that system going, as soon as it starts, it's advertising your existing business. So you have people that are going to be seeing your opportunity, and when they opt into your list, they're opting into whatever opportunity you're showing them. So it is for multi-level marketers who know that 97% of the people that try it are going to fail. Imagine if you had a list building system like this for yourself, and it's automatically showing your opportunity to these people, and you're able to contact these people in some cases while they're still on your web page, because when somebody visits your page from our system, you get an immediate email that shows you that somebody has just clicked on your link and they are on your website. You can log into the back office of the system, get that person's contact information, and if you're fast enough or if your web page is engaging enough, you can call them on the phone while they're still on while they're still on your website. And I can tell you that when I was starting out looking for a way to make money from home, I was on a dozen, hundreds of websites. And if someone had called me while I was on their website to answer my questions, I would probably still be doing that today. So that's the power of having it to build your multi-level marketing business. Now, imagine if you shared that power with every single person in your downline, that every single person in your downline had a way to advertise their downline, which is your downline. That downline, that the existing downline, would now finally begin to grow, because that 97% of people that can only refer their mother and their father and their close friends and some of their Facebook followers now have a way to reach more people and build their own opt-in list. So your downline begins to grow without you having to do everything. But at the same time, you're sharing this. The people that are getting their system to help you build your existing downline are making you money here in M&G as well. So it doesn't matter if you have a business already. It's even better if you're already in another business. This is what you're going to do. Now, affiliate marketers are always looking for the next best product on Amazon or ClickBank to advertise. So the only affiliate marketers that are making significant money on a regular basis are the ones that have a large opt-in list. And most of them spend all day long and all night long thinking of ways and spending money on ways to build their opt-in list. So affiliate marketers, we've got the solution for them as well. Internet merchants, Best Buy, Target, Sears, all of the big ones. If you go to their website, you will find dozens of places where you can input your information and click submit to ask for information, to ask for support, to request information about a product. You go on their opt-in list. So even internet merchants need this. Now, social media marketers, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those are just basically glorified opt-in lists, but they are not as powerful as your personal opt-in email list. Why? Because when you go to Facebook and you post a post or whatever it is that you're posting, you have people that will see it, but at the same time they're seeing dozens of other ads over here, they're seeing other posts over here, they're getting invited to this. When you send an email to somebody who's expecting emails from you, they open it and you have 100% of their attention for a short period of time. Obviously, your emails have to be well written, which is another thing that we provide. When we give you the system, you get 2 complete autoresponder series. The first one is a 5-message series that just introduces them to you and asks them really if they want to hear more from you. When they click on that link, like I said before, they're immediately taken to your opportunity. And then what happens is they are automatically added to a second autoresponder series that consists of 15 professionally written messages designed to build your credibility and show your offer. So if you don't do a darn thing to the system, it can run by itself forever without you doing anything. But the amazing thing about this is you have more ability to do things in this than you have in almost any other of the big ones like Aweber and Constant Contact. With this, you can do everything. You can track clicks, you can create your own autoresponders, you can input other links that will be tracked. They can do redirects. You can redirect people to a secondary autoresponder that you may create. You can actually completely edit, you completely delete, you can completely change all of the messages. So you can do just about anything you want to do, but you don't have to do anything. The system creates targeted opt-in leads for you. So when you get the email in your inbox that says that someone has clicked on your link and is visiting your site, that person is now on your list. They know who you are, they know what you're offering, and they are yours for life. You can take if you decide to join M&G Home Business tonight and build a list over 6 months, and then you decide this isn't for you, You export your list and you take it with you and use whatever system you want. I have no idea why you would want another one, but you can do that. And it's precise. It tracks every single thing that goes on in the back. It tracks where your referrals have come from. It tracks what time they clicked, what site they went to. It notifies you via email when they go to your site. You can have them automatically place people in particular sections of an autoresponder that you can create, and everything is completely editable. So all of these features that I'm telling you about, literally if you were to put them in place for you, you would spend at least $1,500 to $2,000 at the very least, and that's if you write your own messages, you do your own programming of your autoresponder systems. But the thing about it is that we load your system with 300 prospects every single day. So not only are you getting the system, you're getting the traffic and you're getting the leads loaded up front. And now if you were to add that cost onto you're doing it yourself, you're looking at thousands of dollars a month. So when you hear something like this, it would literally begin to make you think that, oh, this is going to be extremely expensive. But here's why the M&G Home business is growing so big right now and growing so fast. Because the product is wanted and needed by every internet marketer, and because you can get started for a one-time setup fee of only $49.95, and then your monthly fee is only $39.95 after that for every single thing that I just told you about. $39.95 for every month. And here's what's really cool. If you refer somebody to M&G Home Business, this $49.95 payment goes to you. You get 100% of the first payment that every referral for every referral you make. So with your first referral, you are now in $10 profit. If you refer a single person every month, you make $10 a month and you get a free system. But what we do to add a little bit of extra incentive here, and this is really the incentive that's bringing everybody, is our compensation plan. I'm just going to speak of this very briefly because originally the compensation plan was designed, as I told you before, to just help people that are not good marketers to come in, have a list built, and get their system for free. Because with one referral, you have a free system for the month, and then what happens after that happens. Right after you get your 100% referral bonus, they immediately fall down into our 2x10 matrix, and you earn monthly residual income every month that they keep the system. We don't expect people to stay here forever, not everybody, but we expect people to stay a lot longer than if we were giving out some kind of a digital product that you can use and abuse and give away and find everywhere else. This is a valuable product, so people are going to stay. We're going to have some sticking power. And here's what makes tonight extra special for you. We are growing so fast that maybe 6 months from now you won't get any spillover. Maybe. I don't expect that to happen. But right now, if you join, especially because the person that invited you to this program, to this webinar right now, is obviously actively marketing, you could literally come on tonight and see 2 or 3 people within the next couple of days. We have people that have been Skyping me and telling me that they had their friends telling them that they weren't going to make money, that they were wasting their time, and they already have 25 people below them. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I am saying that if you join tonight, you will experience spillover. If it's not right away, you will experience spillover. So our matrix is a 2x. I'm going to go ahead and come back to the camera here because there's some changes coming out, not to the actual percentages, but to the amount of commission you can make as a bronze member, which is our entry-level member. You are now going to be able to make more money than when we originally started. So I'm going to unmute Glenn here in case he wants to come in. But the opportunity right now, really the opportunity is now. There will still be opportunity later to make money, but the opportunity right now to make money and to actually benefit from other people's efforts is here now. But even if you want to take out the income opportunity, you have the opportunity to begin building your own opt-in list right now without having to go through all the hassles of learning how to do even a single thing. You don't have to learn how to drive traffic. You don't have to learn how to host your own landing pages. You don't have to learn how to write your own autoresponder messages. You don't have to learn anything. But you can learn everything just by understanding how the system's working, by watching the system work and experiencing the system. So I don't know, Glenn, is there anything else that I missed that you might want to mention, or should we just go right to the questions? Are you there, Glenn?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go right ahead.
Okay. No, I'd like to add a little bit to this. This opportunity, to me, I've never seen an opportunity like this. And when me and Mike put this together, I said, Mike, this could be a home run. But let's take it nice and slow. And unfortunately, or fortunately, some of the guys actually seen this, they love it, and they came on. And as Mike said on this call, it's about the networker, the person that's been doing this for 10, 20 years, 30 years. Some of these guys I talked to today, I couldn't believe it, you know, going back to the days when we used to build, you know, programs. And to me, going back to the Concord Group days, I know people can relate 28-day wealth. I was part of 28-day wealth. I was part of Big Action Media. So you have an idea that, and I just had a guy that said, Glenn, I made $300,000 with 28-day wealth. So it just gives you an idea that we're here to make you guys money, and these programs, this particular program is going to make you money. So for the experienced guy, the networker that's been out there, okay, he's going to use it to build his program, and he's also going to use it to bring other people in, because, as Michael said, everybody needs to build a list. It's all about building a list. And what we do is we give you the opportunity to meet people in the middle. We build a bridge to that person. And the great thing about our system, these are your leads for life. Okay, this is your marketing system. It's your customized, personalized marketing system, list builder that we created for you. And this is no longer a slam dunk. I know guys on this call back 20 years, 30 years ago, 15 years, 10 years ago, they're going to say, Glenn, we slam dunk people in. We know that doesn't happen anymore, guys. There's a process. And that's why you need a list building system like we have. So you can meet that person halfway and tell people who you are. You know, your job is to build rapport with that person. I know this is an opportunity call. I'm going a little more into training, but this is huge. This is, you know, for the people that are just looking at this and have other people looking at it. You know, like I said, you're building a bridge to that person. And I mentioned to you about telling who you are. I've had people that were generals with us. To tell who you are. You know, people that have that like people like Tony Robbins, you know, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, guys like Joe Schroeder. You know, these guys have been icons in the industry for years. And tell people, you know, maybe write a little, you know, you can do a broadcast in our back office. You could tell people who you are. Hey, I'm a carpenter. Hey, I was a general in the service. I do this full time for the last 20 years, guys, and that's all this is about. I mean, years ago, what we're doing, a lead like this, you know, guys, cost you what, $10 for a movie lead? You know, you're actually going to be able to redirect people to your page with our propagation links. You capture all their information. We move them from autoresponder 1 to autoresponder 2 after they see your website, your capture page, your movie. Now, here's something for you. Imagine, you're new right now. More guys, you've been here 20 years. Imagine if you had a list with every single person that you've talked to about your work from home business, or was redirected to your site and is in your list and receiving all your information. Some of the testimonials on our page, guys, are people that have done that. And now we're making it available to you. Me and Mike welcome everybody. I think you guys are doing a great job. I think we have other things planned, and I think you guys are going to love what we got planned. And you could just be here, guys, on this call. Maybe you're just looking at a work from home business. Man, what was it, 2001? I started doing this full time. I'll never look back. And you can do the same thing. Everybody starts somewhere. You know, where was Tony Robbins one day? Where was Bob Proctor one day? Where was Joe Schroeder? Where was a guy like Franco Gonzalez one day? Where are these guys now? Okay, everybody starts someplace, and everybody needs a list builder to get there. You know, for some of you, it could be about supplemental income. It could be about time freedom. It could be about control of your life. Okay, and a work from home business, and that's what we give you. Others, you've been doing it for 5 years, 10 years. This could be the system that puts you over the top. This could be the system that puts you at 10, 20, 30, 40,000 a month. And I've seen it over the years. I've seen people go from making $300, $400, $500 a week to making $40,000 a month. Hey, we wanted to make this call real fast. Mike, I'm going to give it back to you. All I can say, guys, is get back to the person that brought you to this call. I think you're going to love it with us. I mean, you're not going to find anyone more genuine than myself and Mike. That I can tell you. We're honest people. We've been doing it for years. And we're here for you. And we'll always be here for you. So God bless you. Mike, it's all you.
Hey, thank you very much, Glenn.
Mike, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I sure hope so.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good.
Loud and clear, Mike.
All right, then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take some questions. What Glenn said, you know, obviously is all true. I mean, Glenn's been around since before the internet. I mean, he's been in the lead gen business since before AOL got into the lead gen business. So, yeah, so he knows what he's doing, and I've been doing it for 15 years or so. So we have resources that others don't have that couldn't provide. Like, in fact, I got an email just day before yesterday. The subject of the email was build your list faster than ever before. So, you know, obviously that's our competition. So I wanted to go check it out, and it's a great system. But the only thing it doesn't provide is traffic. So it gives you all these resources, but then you still have to go out and do the most expensive, most difficult thing to do, which is drive traffic to your website. This, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You have everything involved. So what we're going to do is, if you put a question down there, I'm going to try to go down this one by one, and Glenn and I will try to hit it. So if we don't get to you, it's just because all of a sudden there's a lot of questions. I got to tell you that there's more people on this webinar right now than we had in our entire company last Monday. So that's how fast it's growing, all right? So we have Gwen. Gwen is already a member. Gwen, thank you for being here. Mike, you said you would go over how to add additional information to our emails tonight. Thanks so much. Gwen, thanks for the question. Originally, we had planned to do a training webinar tonight, but we aren't doing that because last night's webinar was a total disaster. I gave a great presentation, but nobody could hear it, so we decided to do an opportunity webinar again. But Gwen, just to tell you briefly, if you know how to edit a message in Aweber or in Constant Contact, or you know how to edit an email in Outlook, it's just a matter of going into your autoresponder system, selecting your autoresponder, go to Messages, Edit Messages, and you'll see a big long list of messages that we have pre-written. To the right side of that, you can hit the E, which brings up the edit, and you edit your message. The only thing I have to tell you is to make sure you use the link code. Don't delete a URL code and put a link in there. It'll still work, but it won't track it for you. So use the code. And in the members area, if you go log into the M&G members area and click on training, we've added a training page where there's our last training webinar where you can see that. So hopefully, Gwen, that answers your question. If not, you know, I'm very accessible on Skype and Facebook. I can help you out, you know, personally. Maybe not immediately after this webinar, but tomorrow I'll try to get to you. Okay, Gwen? Now we have Bruce. As I wait for the system, I would like to know if I send out my M&G link, will I get the people that may have joined already, if any? Will they be in the system when I get it? I understand you're busy. Bruce, I don't think I understand that question. When you join M&G, you're put into our system matrix, and everybody that comes in after you goes down below you. So that's what's called the spillover. If you're talking about the leads that go into the system ahead of time, when you join, the moment you join, you get into our members area. There's a quick start page. It's the first page you see when you log in. and there's a link there that says set up your system. You're going to click that link, and when you fill out that short form, you're going to give the URL you want us to advertise. When the system's delivered to you, it'll be advertising that link. Now, typically it's instant, but right now with the huge influx of people that are coming in, we're a little bit behind, so it can take up to 72 hours for us to put the leads in and get them going. That is a very high estimate. We're right around 24 hours right now. Maybe tomorrow it might go up a little bit, but we're going to be staffing up, so that'll go down again. But when the system starts, it just goes. It'll continue to go. There'll be new prospects loaded into it daily, every single day, 7 days a week. So Bruce, I hope that answered your question. All right, I'm going to move on to the next. Rob Clark, welcome. Thank you for being here. Can we email all the leads that are putting into the system, and if so, how do we go about doing that? Rob, the leads that go into the front end, you can download, export, and email, call, do whatever you want. You cannot use our system to blast out those first batches of leads from the first autoresponder because they haven't specifically requested information from you yet. You can do that outside because technically it is not spam because these people have requested information about a work-from-home business. So as long as you email them and reference their request, you have their IP address, you have their phone number, you have all the information they submitted when they requested that information. We just can't allow it because we have so many members that if we allowed people to just email everything we uploaded, then we would endanger other people's systems, the integrity of our system, and the deliverability rate. And if you know what deliverability is, it's the ability to reach somebody's inbox when you email them. And if we get spam complaints from people that have not requested information and our members don't use it responsibly, then we're at risk. But on your personal list, you can do whatever you want with it. You know, obviously, we've got a email series in there that has been tested and that is scheduled to the optimum way. But you can go in there and change it all up. You have the right to mess it all up if you want. But if you want to make it more, add messages to it, change them, delete it, send out broadcasts, you can do whatever you want. But to answer your question, you would need to download the leads, which you can on a daily basis, and then you can use them any way you want. All right, Bruce, I hope that answers your question. And we're going to move on to, again, I think this might be the same, Bruce. Will we get an email letting us know the autoresponder is ready? Glenn, are they getting emails that the autoresponder, that the leads have been uploaded and it's starting? I don't think so, right?
No, Mike.
No, we're not sending out emails. No, you can log into your system
Mike,
every single day.
There's too many accounts that we're setting up and we're checking the links and make sure everything.
Yeah, right now, Bruce, you're not going to get an email, but if you log into the system real soon here, if you signed up today, by some point.
Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah, Glenn, I'm heard. I think you must have some problems, but Bruce, if you sign today, then by midnight is when all the leads have been loaded. So if you don't see leads in there tonight, they'll be in there very soon. And once the leads are in there, your messages are going out. So you can go in and see how many pending leads you have, and if there are pending leads, your messages are going out. All right? I hope that answers your question, Bruce. And can you please tell me how many users the system can handle? At 10,000 members, that would be 3 million leads a day.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Glenn. I guess you're muted. I'm going to mute you. If you can't hear me, Glenn, then I'm just going to go ahead and mute you now so that I can continue here. All right, yeah, I'm having some audio problems here between the two of us. I hope you can hear me because I can hear me fine. Yes, Glenn and I both have up to 3.5 million leads coming in a day, and we are ready to start launching new campaigns to generate more. So yes, we are going to have a ceiling issue, which is another reason you want to get in now. We got a good 6 months to go, or a good 3 to 6 months, but we have other things that we're going to be releasing that are equally as good as what we have here now. So if it's about the opportunity and about the longevity of the opportunity, you don't have to worry. We have a long-term plan and lots of different things that are going to be implemented into the system and implemented into M&G Home Business so that we'll be here for a long, long time. Now, if you are coming in for the list building the way it is now, with the leads being pumped in up front at the way it is now, then you have probably about 4 months to 6 months before there's going to begin to be a waiting list for that aspect of the business, which is another reason you want to get in right away. So I hope that answered your question. Jamal, welcome. Is the webinar on? I don't see anything. Well, I'm hoping you're seeing this now because I can't answer your question if you're not. And if you are hearing my answer right now, then obviously the system has been fixed. Thank you for being here, Jamal. Thank you for asking that question. We really appreciate it. Everybody, remember to get back to the person that referred you to this call. You do not want to come in from the corporate position, because we're not advertising it. It's our members that are making this grow right now. So you want to make sure you get that referral link that you were invited to this webinar from. Make sure you get back to that person. Do not go directly to mnghomebusiness.com and sign up unless you do not have a referral link, or unless you unless you just found out about this from us maybe. But you want to get back to the person that referred you, because that person is going to help you make money because they're obviously working the business. So get back to them as quickly as possible. Angelo says, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Angelo. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming to the webinar. MLM Plays, I'm not sure who you are, but MLM Plays, welcome to the webinar. People are hungry. That is why you're growing fast. Yes, there's a lot of people that need to make extra money right now. The economy is horrible. I don't want to get into politics right now, but right now we are all in a really pretty desperate spot to be able to find something stable and to be able to find something that can grow and to be able to find something that you can do even though you have a full-time job. This list builder will build your list while you're working. It'll build your list while you're on vacation. It'll build your list if you fall asleep for a month. When you wake up, your list will still be being built. So yes, people are hungry, and that's why this is growing so fast. So MLM Plays, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Anna Marie, can you switch between opportunities to be shown? Yes. You can go in and switch by simply logging into the back office of your system, hovering over a menu item, making one click, and changing one thing. When you change that one thing, the offer throughout all 20 messages is changed. You can add other links almost as easily by simply adding one link in one spot and copying a code into the messages where you want them to be. You can you can decide to advertise a different message every day if you want, or a different opportunity every day. It's that easy, okay? So thank you very much, Anna Marie, for being here. I appreciate it. That's a great question, and it's one that is in our frequently asked questions because we get that question about 50 times a day. We're winding down here, so I'm going to give a shout out to a few people that are here. Steve Dolan, welcome. Steve asked, does M&G call the prospects or do we call them? We don't do anything but build your list for you. The prospects that go in are shown the message that you want to show, or are shown the opportunity that you want them to see. If you want to call those people, you can log in. There's a complete contact manager in the back office. You can call them. You can leave notes on them after you call them. You can download them and put them in a phone burner or whatever you want to do. But we don't do that for you. We're all about really putting the list in place and making sure that you're supported on that system, that when you need help that you can get it. And any of the members that are with us right now will attest to the fact that Glenn and I make ourselves as available as humanly possible, and we will work with you one-on-one if necessary to help you get that list going. All right, so I hope that answered your question, Anna Marie. Welcome, thank you. Get back to the person that referred you to this conference. All right, how many businesses can you market per account? You can market, we have a spot for 50 URLs. So you can put 50 URLs in there and advertise 50 different businesses. You can send out email broadcasts to your personal list as often as you want. Obviously, you don't want to burn your list out. You're going to get people to unsubscribe. But you can advertise anything, as many things, as many times as you want. It's your list. You do with it what you will. Okay, now we're going to be sharing some tips on how to maximize the list potential. And some people that are inexperienced may try contacting people too often. They may try sending messages that are not effective. But the system is set up, optimized to build your credibility. If you do nothing to it, it's a perfect credibility builder that shows your opportunity. But you can do with it whatever you want to do. All right, I hope that answers your question there. Rusty, will this webinar be recorded? Yes, it's recorded and it will be accessible here on this same webinar page, and we will offer it on, I mean, if it's good enough in the end, we may make an entire sales page around it and offer it to our members to be able to link their affiliate links to it. So yes, that's a great question, Rusty. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Blair, it looks like the autoresponder messages are geared toward the M&G site. Why is that? They're not. They're not geared towards the M&G site whatsoever. They are completely generic. We are creating a message series specifically for M&G, but they're geared towards a generic home business, make money from home. There is not a single mention of M&G home business in any one of the 20 messages that you see in there unless you put it there yourself. All right, so I hope that answers your question, Blair. Thank you for being here. Luis, will this be able to make a buyer list and motivated sellers leads for real estate investor? Yes, it builds the list the way you want it to be built. We are generically asking them up front if they want to hear more about the following opportunity, which is your link. If you wanted to do a real estate investor link, you can. You can take all the messages out of the back and put all real estate investor style lead list messages in your personal autoresponder. You can go in and tweak the messages, because even if you want to completely change how those messages sound and how they go out, the format is there. It's great. You can literally go in, open each of the 15 messages, change a sentence here, change a paragraph here, add a sentence, add a paragraph, and mold it into whatever you want it to be. So it's really building your list. And your list, you can have it do, say, promote whatever you want it to promote. Okay? I hope that answers your question, Luis. Thank you very much for being here. Remember to get back to the person that invited you here. Ernie Gray, welcome. Is there a way to load my customers in? No. Right now there is not a way, and it's because we want to protect the integrity. If we allowed people to do it, Ernie, you may load a perfectly legitimate list, but as you know, there's going to be a lot of people that may go out and scrape email and come in and just use our system as a spamming device, and we cannot have that. First off, it's unethical. Secondly, it could damage everybody else's system and hurt our company, and worse off, hurt our members. So we can't allow that. Maybe in the future we will deal individually with people that have lists, but right now the answer is no. But you can export the lists that you get here and add them to your existing system if you like. Luis, I hope, Ernie, I hope that answers your question. I appreciate you being here. Let me just put a couple check marks here because I'm losing my place. The questions are coming in faster than I can answer them. So what I'd tell them, let me just see if there's you know what, I'm just going to go through here and give shout outs to people because I'm never going to have enough time, and if we want to use this webinar for promotional purposes, it can't be a 3-hour webinar. So I'm just going to go in down here and just say Anna Marie, welcome, Gerard, Rusty, Luis Armando, Lloyd, Mike Murphy, Glenn, Jamal, Paul, Pulliam, excuse me if I say any of these names wrong. Jesus Fernandez, man, Jesus Fernandez is awesome. He's been on every webinar. He's one of our members here. He's very active and he's got a great attitude. One of the many people with awesome attitudes who have come on. In fact, I have not really had to deal with a single person who has been aggressive or so dissatisfied that they're really angry. I mean, everybody's got a great attitude. Everybody's excited. And I think that's why it's growing so fast, is because when you come in and you spend 49 bucks, you expect to get something for that money. And you really do here. You really get value for your money, and it's not ethereal value. It is true value. So we expect to continue to grow. Leon, welcome. Dan Craig, Tim and Bruce and Mike Murphy and Garth and Robert Boyer. Robert Boyer, welcome here, man. We're really appreciative of you. We appreciate you being here. Craig and John Cahill. John Cahill's another one, man. The people that we just can't say enough how happy we are that everybody's so excited. But even better, the fact that the company is growing at the rate that it is, and the fact that we're all here at the very beginning of this opportunity, it literally is the right place at the right time. And I can't tell you how many right places I've been in at just past the right time or at exactly the wrong time. It is really great to be able to tell every one of you on this webinar right now that you literally are in the perfect place at the perfect time. Don't let it slip through your fingers. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this webinar. Glenn and I on this webinar right now have fallen probably a day behind with just this little bit of time that we've taken out from being able to help our members. So Glenn, I don't know if you can hear me now, but I'm going to say goodbye. If you want to say goodbye, please do so. You there? All right, I'm going to sign off for Glenn. Sorry about that. I know Glenn wants to say.
Loud and clear, Mike.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Say goodbye.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You want to say goodbye, Glenn? All right, I guess, Glenn, we're having some issues here, so he's probably watching the video, which is late. But everybody, we want to thank you for being here. Remember, please get back to the person that referred you to this call. Don't skip over them, because it would actually hurt you to skip over them and come straight in at corporate, because the people that are promoting this are promoting it fast. They're bringing people in, and if you get in now, chances are by the end of the night you might have somebody else on your list. So with that, we want to say goodbye on behalf of Glenn Manger, Michael Flores, M&G Home Business. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you all.